Hi, everybody, and welcome to the PROCESIO community event for September. Thank you very much for joining us. I know you all have a busy agenda, so we appreciate you being with us on our first community update. My name is Julian. I'm head of community here at PROCESIO, and I'm here with Andrei, our product manager. Hi, Andrei.
Hi, Julian. Hi, everyone. Julian, thanks for organizing this and thanks for having me.
Always a pleasure, and we're excited to be organizing these kind of events in this format where we hope to be explaining better what you can do with PROCESIO, what PROCESIO is as a tool, and also just to give an overview about some demos we've prepared. So as you all know, PROCESIO is a tool to create integration and automation fast by using a no-code, low-code, and also custom code approach. So that's a very key differentiator, that you can also create your own code if you need to. We have API connectivity if you want to connect to external systems. So these allow very customized connections to other systems if you'd like to do that. Yeah, I believe most of you know that we've launched publicly last month. It's been a big event for us, and we're really thankful for the support of the beta testers that have helped us to get to this level. Moving on, I'm just going to state what we're going to go through today. We have a quick agenda. We've prepared the demo with the new features that we've added on the platform. After which we'll be presenting some of the upcoming features that we have planned for the coming months, including API connectivity. That's a big one for us. And I think many of you will be excited to hear about it, as it will allow much more complexity in the processes that you're building. And yeah, we have a Q&A session built in right here on chat. So if you'd like to ask questions or say hi, just write to us here on chat, and we can discuss. So yeah, Andrei, I think I'll just leave it up to you now to show us what we've been cooking.
Thanks, Julian. Hopefully you can see all my screen. First, for demonstrating these new features, I'm going to log into PROCESIO. As mentioned before, we are looking to present to you, as part of this demo, what was brought in PROCESIO since the release date, which was 1 month ago. And in order to showcase some of these new functionalities to you guys, we are going to use an already built process. One of the new functionalities that we brought in PROCESIO since the release date is the delay action. The delay action actually suspends the execution of a process for a specific amount of time. First of all, I want to give you a bit of context on the use case that we have in front of us. In front of us, we have a use case which is called alerts due invoices. As part of this process, what we are actually doing, we are processing an invoice list. For simplicity reasons, we are using Excel. Obviously, you can imagine that these invoices can be contained in a CRM, ERP, or wherever, and with call API actions, you can extract this information. As mentioned, for simplicity reasons, we are using Excel, and for demo purposes. With regards to these invoices, what the process does, namely, it checks if within the decisional, we are checking if an invoice is past due date. And if this invoice is past due date, we are going to send an email to the customer that didn't pay on time, and we are going to alert him to pay as soon as possible. Additionally, for invoices that are upcoming for payment, we are going to send an email notification mentioning to the customer that payment day is near, and therefore we inform them that they should be ready to process the payment. As mentioned, as part of this demo, I want to showcase to you the delay action. And for this reason, what I will have to do is to simply drag and drop the delay action on the canvas. I will need to connect this delay action. And obviously, if I'm going to validate it now, probably I will receive an error. This is mainly because we did not configure the delay action. I'm going to select the delay action in order to configure it. I'm going to go on the configuration card, and I'm going to observe that we have two options for configuring the delay action. One of them is mentioning a specific period of time. We have here interval, minutes, hour, weeks, years, and so forth. And the other options that we give you is to select a specific date. In our case, for time reasons, we are going to select for a specific interval. We are going to set it for 2 minutes. This is already set. I'm gonna validate now again. My process validated successfully. I'm gonna save it. Give it 2 seconds. And now I'm able to run the process. As mentioned, we use a file for these invoices to be processed. And actually, I think I already, just give me a second to drag and drop the file. Once we are there, we are going to run the process. And from the instance view, we can check what's happening. We can already see that the process is running. It's in a running state. And additionally to it, we can, if I hit a refresh, we can easily observe that delay action kicked in place and is actually delaying our process as it's intended to be. Not to wait for 2 minutes, what I propose is to demonstrate some other new capabilities which we brought in PROCESIO, and I will come back. We will come back together to check if the process was completed successfully at the very end.
That sounds good.
Perfect, thanks. Some other new features that we brought in PROCESIO since last time. I'm not sure if you remember, but at our release date, we only had like the top actions that you can see in the upper left corner. However, in the meanwhile, we came up with a lot more platform actions.
Yeah, that's way more than a few weeks ago. I remember.
Yeah, and we are looking to bring in even more, if I may say this. Some of these actions will help you in manipulating data, bringing the data in the form that you want to use it in PROCESIO. We are not going to build something complex over here. We are just going to pick two of these actions, and I'm gonna demonstrate how you can use these actions and what these actions do. I urge you to go into PROCESIO and test all of them. And also leave us please comments in terms of what other actions you want to see. I'm going to start with the first action, drag and drop it on the canvas. It's called list add. Probably from the title we can already depict what the action is actually doing. The action is actually adding an object to a list. If I'm hovering on that variable, I see how I need to define my variables. I see that I have a list object and an object. This is really important because now I'm going to create my variable. First variable will be called object list. It's of type object. Obviously, we spotted this from the very beginning. And it's going to be an input variable. And the second variable is the object that we want to add to the list. Also of type object, and it's going to be also an object variable. Now I need to configure my action with the variables that we just created. I already got an error, mainly because my object variable is not of type list, so I need to make it type list, save variables. Probably if I re-add it, object list. And now we can successfully validate our process. We need to save the process and we run it. Obviously, we are asked, because I didn't give default inputs, we are asked to give the inputs to the variables. We know that the first variable is of type list. I'm going to just make a list over here. I wanted frog and snake. And obviously we want something to add to this list, which will be dog. And we are going to run the process. We are going to check the instances in order to see that everything worked. And as you can see, dog was added to the initial list. Namely, now the list is composed of the 3 items. What I propose now is to go back, quickly check on our delay action to check if the process was successfully run. I'm going to hit refresh button. And as you can see, after a delay of 2 minutes, probably a bit more because we took a bit more time in order to showcase the other functionality, our process was successfully ran. Very important, as mentioned, delay action has the function of suspending the execution of a process for a specific amount of time. Going back, I still want to showcase one of the new platform actions that we came up with. Probably I'm going to pick something simple. We have strings. I'm going to pick the add operation, connected, and also for the add operations, we defined the variables as type objects. Really important to know the type of the variable, because if you don't define it accordingly, the process won't function. We have 3 variables. I'm going to quickly build them. I'm going to remove my older variables. Object. And my third variable, which is actually the result. Let's now add the variables in order to configure the action. Validate the process, save the process, and also run it. We do a simple addition. You have to imagine that all these action you can use as part of more complex within a for each. You can use them. You can, sky is the limit in terms of what can be built with this, and we obviously see a result of the additional action. Something worth mentioning is the fact that all these platform actions were built by using PROCESIO. And what do I want to say by it? I'm not sure if you're all aware, but we have something which we call custom actions. We allow the users to build their own custom actions and upload them into the process. So let's say you need something really fast for a critical integration. You can always go build your custom action, upload it into the platform, and you have it already for use. So in other words, you don't always have to wait after us for building these actions for you. However, we appreciate your feedback, and if you are looking for a particular actions, feel free to leave a comment and let us know what the action that you are interested in is. Also, I urge you, as mentioned at the beginning, to go through the list, test it, test all these actions, also the delay, and also to probably build some more complex flows. I'm going to hand it back over for a minute to you, Julian.
Sure. Awesome. So I think we wanted to also talk a little bit about the roadmap, right? That was something that we wanted to touch on.
Yes. Definitely, I want to also we always want to show the new capabilities that we are looking forward to bring in PROCESIO. As you already spotted from the release date, we brought some about 20 plus new actions, and we are looking forward to bring more of those. That's a continuous activity on our roadmap. We are looking to enhance it, to bring more, and obviously please go out there and test our actions. Additionally, on our roadmap, really important is the API keys that we are going to bring. We are going to give you this functionality by generating API keys for your Procesio account. You will be able to authenticate in Procesio from third-party applications. This is something really important. On top of the API keys, further away, we are looking to implement the resource tracking, also a really important capability that we want to bring to you. This is mainly important because obviously once you pay a subscription with us, you want to be able to track your resources, to see how many actions your processes are consuming and so forth. With this, we aim to give you a high level detail of the resources consumption as well as a more detailed level. You will be able to see action consumption on a process level, and probably this will enable you to see the processes that are action consuming, will give you insights in terms of which actions are consumed most in particular process, and therefore you will be able to further optimize your processes. Further down, we have the save action as a template. As you probably already know, one of our main goal is to reduce development time. Yes, we want to have quality code, quality delivery, but as well, time is of the essence, and therefore we give you the possibility to once you configure an action, to save it as a template, and this template can be used in other processes that you might build without you having to go back and reconfiguring those actions. And lastly, also one of our most important and awaited features is the webhooks feature. The webhooks feature will actually enable you to trigger events from third-party applications. So let's say in a CRM, somebody clicks a button and you want something to happen in Procesio, these webhooks will enable you to trigger events in Procesio from third-party applications. Another aspect that is really worth mentioning is the fact that by bringing all these capabilities in Procesio, namely the save action as a template, will offer us the possibility to give you predefined templates. Let's say we are talking about different CRM, Salesforce, and other integrations. We will be able to offer you already predefined templates like call API actions that are predefined and that can act as connectors. And these predefined actions will definitely aid you in building the processes that you are looking for at a faster pace.
Yeah, all really exciting features, and I've actually heard, I've talked with some of you guys that are already trying Procesio. You've already asked for the API connectivity and for the webhooks. So yeah, we've got these plans. Just hang on with us. We're working on them. They will become available in the coming months. I think just the fact that we've managed to add so many actions is already great. So that really increases the level of complexity of the processes you can build. But webhooks will really make a difference when we'll have that. That will be.
I definitely agree with you, Julian. And moreover, I want to emphasize once again, with the risk of repeating myself, the fact that these new platform actions are built with Procesio, namely with the custom action feature for Procesio, enables also us to build faster. So therefore, we started at the release date with 7 actions on the canvas, and now out of nowhere we came with plus 20. And probably there will be an explosion of new actions in our platform.
Yeah, that's really exciting. That's really exciting, and I'm looking forward to seeing more people, to seeing apps and custom actions built like these by other people. I think we are ready to answer some questions, right? Because I see Mihai here is actually asking the second question. So because we have the screen sharing on, He's asking, you mentioned about the instances. Where can I see the instances? So maybe we can do a quick screen share on this.
Definitely so. I'm excited to show you this. It's something quite simple. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Just adding it now. There we go.
All right. So in order to see instances from PROCESIO Designer from the process listing, you will have to click on the menu, and you will have the view instance. Once you click on the view instance, you will have all the instances for the process itself. And obviously you can click to see more details. For instance, I'm showing you the instance of the add operation that we built together as part of this demo. So it's pretty fast for doing that.
Right. Yeah. So that's where it is. We have another question here from Methinks 1000. That's, when will webhooks become available?
We are not really looking to give deadlines for features that we are preparing for you guys. However, we can share tentative deadlines, and webhooks, we think that end of November we will have them available for you. So definitely somewhere end of November you will be able to experience the webhooks.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'm really also looking forward to that. There's another question from Mihai here. What other platform actions to expect in the near future?
That's a really good question. I think lots of them. It also depends on the community, on what feedback is shared with us. But some of them, I'm not sure if you noticed, but we were showing you that we have strings, we have numerical operations, we have lists. Probably we are missing dates. So we are looking to bring dates as well, features like date difference, today, year, months, so forth. Probably we are looking also to expanding our numerical platform actions as well as strings. I know about a particular feature which is called search by similarity strings, which is going to be ready probably in a few weeks from now in PROCESIO.
Right. Awesome. So that's really exciting as well. I remember I actually had another question. Maybe this is not a question that's been asked here, but it's a question that I had from somebody else I talked to earlier today on Twitter. And they were asking about versioning. Actually, I've heard several people asking about versioning, if we will provide versioning in the near future and how that will go. What would you say?
Tough one, to be honest. Definitely, we are looking to provide versioning. Definitely, versioning makes sense. Process versioning. We definitely have something on the roadmap, but I think it's further away. To be honest, I think it's not before the beginning of next year. We are looking to provide versioning. We know it's important, and it's important because, for instance, you want to test actions, test your processes. And so forth, and because of this we are definitely taking this serious, and it's one of the core features that we are looking to bring in PROCESIO.
Right. So thank you for that. Let's see, I don't see any other questions, and I think we've answered, we've touched on the main points as well. Maybe we can wrap it up for today. So yeah, thank you for being with us, guys. We're going to keep these community updates in this format, short and to the point. We just want to bring you up to speed, answer your questions quickly. Of course, do some screen sharing if you have some projects that or very deep questions that you'd like to ask. We'll try to answer these. If not, we can ask them. We can answer them separately, so we can get in touch about that. We've recorded this session, so we'll make it available in the next days, and we'll be organizing these community updates on a monthly basis now. The next one will be around the 21st of October. They will be on Thursdays and not on Tuesdays, so but you'll receive an update from us on that. And yeah, maybe one more thing we'd like to mention, which you also mentioned, Andre, is just if you'd like to see something specific or something specific demonstrated by us, just tell us what you'd like to see, and we'll see if we can make it happen. Like if you have a question about how to build a certain integration or a certain, I don't know, automation in using different systems, then maybe we can, we'll see if we can make this happen.
Definitely so, Julian. So thanks everybody. Thanks for having me, and looking forward to our next meetup in 1 month, probably from now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for joining, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.